some of us are black and gay and fat and poor. Okay,
so tonight you should go and take a chance with her. She could be everything you wanted, boy.
Hi Gems, welcome to my channel. We just talking today. I'm showing you this, but we're just talking. Hey Gems, welcome back to my channel. Long time no see. How you been? So my hair is different, as you can see. Today we're going to do our makeup. We're gonna do my updated, like my updated everyday. But we're also gonna talk about, we're gonna talk about life, girl. We finna get into it, okay? All right, so let's just start. We're gonna start with my brows. So normally I don't put anything in my brows. This is very new. I'm going to do some dip brow ebony. I'm getting right into it. I don't know, you know, we got to do what we gotta do. Now I already put brow freeze in my eyebrows, so that's like how they're in place. I really just take this dip brow like a little bit on the tail, just because this eyebrow doesn't really have a tail. What I want to talk about is healing and kind of the fear of being happy and like the journey, right? Yeah. So I have been on a journey for quite some time. I think my whole life, but definitely in adulthood. I feel like COVID kind of, you know, springboarded it, because we were, you know, isolated. Okay, I'm gonna take my Huda and Candy Ginger. Okay, so healing. Yeah, the journey. So I have been on a journey to healing, and just even though healing is not linear, healing is lifelong. I do think that at different times in your life you feel the need to heal different things, or you may feel called to focus on a specific area of your healing, and I was getting called to that. I think I've always been called to that. A little bit earlier in the year I started reading Assata Shakur's Autobiography, and in that, actually at the beginning of the summer I bought a bunch of books by black authors, a lot by black women, and I know I say a lot and like trying to correct it, but you know, a journey. But yeah, I bought a lot of books by black authors, and because I wanted to carry a lot more of their words with me where I went. I was in a work environment where I felt very microaggressed. I think I've always been in work environments where I felt this way, but this work environment was really taking a toll on how I felt mentally. I really liked the people there, but management and things of that nature were really taking a toll on me and being overworked. And so but in being there, when I still thought I was gonna stay there, I was on my lunch break every single day I worked reading Assata. and just all the things she was doing and experiencing and being as young as she was while these things were happening to her, and while she was fighting for her life, all through her life. And it really it made me think about not only the ways that I'm fighting for others, because I think it's a lot easier my whole life for me to fight for others than it is to fight for myself. So I think in reading these books, I started to realize, how am I fighting for myself? And in that, I started to get a lot more confidence in standing up for myself. So I abruptly quit my job. Now I already have another job, because we're not arguing if I'm that girl or not, because I am. Now, we ain't cocky, we just vindicated. That's what Nikki said. But yeah, I abruptly quit my job because I was experiencing mistreatment. And I'm only 23. And not to say age is relative to when you should stand up for yourself, but I have so much life to live in, so many different spaces to be in. Holding on to that job, it didn't feel right, and I've never quit a job in that way. So it was very scary for me, but like in the moment doing it, it felt so good. That's how I knew it was right. But I was trying to talk myself out of it, because I have a habitual fear of being happy. I used to think I had a fear of failure. But in reality, I have a fear of being happy, because I have self-sabotaged many things throughout my life. Especially now that your girl is in her early 20s. And unlearning is, it's such a quality skill. I think learning and unlearning is what we are meant to do as people. So when you are dedicated to that, I think like the peace you bring yourself is so beautiful. I'm going in with the NARS Radiant Creamy on my eyelid. I don't think I'm gonna do anything real crazy on my eyelid at all. In fact, therapy, when I talk to my therapist, I have a problem with letting myself rest. So I'm constantly what's next, do this, heal this, learn this. But a part of my healing journey that I wasn't like I was prepared, well, let me not say prepared, I was ready or willing a lot easier to do the work, and I knew it was going to be hard, and I knew it was going to be painful, but I was ready. I was like, I can do the work. It's gonna be tough. It's gonna maybe hurt sometimes, but I can do the work, and over and over and over and over again, I'm gonna do the work. And then I took my therapist, and she was like, everything doesn't have to be work. I was like, girl, I don't even know what that means. No, but everything doesn't have to be work. Like tea. I'm gonna use the NARS light reflecting foundation in Caracas. If you're watching this and you're like, girl, get to the point, I hate to break it to you, this is the point. Just talking, just conversation. But I'm doing the work, but once the work is done, am I allowing myself to truly like enjoy the work, or enjoy how doing the work made me feel, and no, because I go right into the next thing. And I think it's good to work on ourselves, but inherently treating myself like I'm just a ball of things wrong with me isn't helpful. It's not helpful. It's not very conducive to my mental health, and it's not helping me in the ways that I would like think it is. Because we can do the work all day long. There's always, we live in a capitalistic society. There will always be work. The work will always be there. Every time you look down and look up, work. Maybe today we don't do the work. Maybe today we just bask in the joys we feel. And that is something real crazy to learn, or real interesting to like center your focus around. The women in my family, we gets to work, okay? That's just how it's gonna be. But I think we can sit for a sec. We can sit and we can pause and we can ponder and we can giggle and enjoy the beauties of the work that we've done. It's YSL. It's like a lip and cheek balmy tint. This mother trucker is my shit. Oh my god. So it's this bright ass red. So I dump some out on my hand, and then I take this like, what do you call this? Stipple brush. And then I go like this, and I go like this, and I do it on my face like this when my concealer and stuff isn't blended, because I'm gonna blend it all together. But do you just, when the face is like done, this underneath is my shiznit. Like, choosing yourself is very hard when you've conditioned yourself to always choose others, or know that like you convince yourself there's a purpose. So yes, I'm not getting all my needs met, and yes, things kind of suck right now, but it's a purpose. Somebody's gonna like gain something from this. Somebody's gonna get something out of this, and it's like, yeah. But what I learned, even inherently, even though you're not doing it on purpose, constantly choosing other people over yourself makes you resent them, even if you don't see it right away. It's gonna show up eventually, because you shouldn't neglect yourself for other people, and so you're doing all this through the guise that in a way, how do I say this? These people cannot consent to being put on such a pedestal. So even though you may think, oh, I don't need anything in return, it's things are about give and take and balance, and you know, sometimes you need to be the person to receive. So when you're constantly putting these people's needs before yours, when you don't feel like they're doing it at the frequency that you are, you're inherently making the ways that they show up for you very small, because they're not making you their life. And even though I would never look at somebody and say, make me your life, in a way that was how I was making them feel. That's how I was making people feel, because I was so enthralled and encompassed in them that eventually you look up and you realize you're so enthralled and encompassed with other people that nobody is enthralled the same way as you. So now you feel like you're less than, when in reality, you should be enthralled with you. I think basis, I'm a black plus size queer woman. That's a lot. That's a lot of marginalized identities. That's a lot of spaces where you could be choosing others over yourself. And it's real fucking cool to choose yourself. Like, it feels so damn cool. Like, damn, I love me. Sometimes it's about my inner teenager. Sometimes, now that bitch was a force to be fucking reckoned with, okay? However, my inner teenager was very, she was holding on tight to the people around her. And releasing that feeling is like breathing. It's like she can take a full deep breath. Ooh, I can get emotional. She could take a full deep breath and feel secure. And security, especially when you are giving it to yourself, whoo, ain't nothing like it. Ain't nothing like the security that you could give yourself. Ain't nothing like the true joy you bring yourself in feeling true security, feeling truly safe with yourself. Sorry, I had to text my boo. Fuck what others can feel around you, fuck them, but I do think it can be felt around you. I'm going in with the Laura Mercier Translucent Honey. But I do think that it can be felt in other relationships in your life, when people feel like you're truly secure with just you, because the things someone gives you, even though they can be beautiful, even though they can be wonderful, they can be taken away. Everything can be taken away. I will say, learning detachment is hard, but so very beautiful. Lauryn Hill, she said, if everything must go, then go. That, I need that tattooed, but if everything must go, then go. Because yeah, if everything can go, if everything may go, if nothing is ours, everything is ours. If nothing is mine, if nothing belongs to me, then whatever can belong to me. Within reason, but it, for the most part, if you can see it as yours, it's yours. Yeah, Janae, Spotless Mind. Change is inevitable. Why hold on to what you have to let go of? I think holding on, you know, to what is that thing white people say? To your knuckles turn white or whatever. Holding on to what you clearly need to let go of. I'm using this Sephora contour trio. Ooh. But I'm gonna use the two together. What was I saying? I don't know, the conversation's been deep. Let's just bask in the contour for a sec. We'll get back into it. In the moment, we can come up with so many whys for why we shouldn't lean into the growth. But I think a question that is often overlooked, that I think is such a beautiful question, is why the fuck not? And that's me talking in my easy breezy, ain't shit bothering me face. I have anxiety out the motherfucker. I'm on meds, but I got anxiety in this bitch, okay? So don't think that I sit every day and I'm like, everything can be taken away from me. I don't care. No. I'll be caring, I'll be scared as fuck, crying, bawling. However, I think when you can remove yourself, detach, when you can detach from things in little ways, it's, an example is when, you know, when people pose that question that's like, would you open this door for the chance to get $1 million, or would you take the secured 100,000, right? And me and my mom always say, we're gonna go for the door with the million. And people will be like, why? That secured 100,000, you being greedy. Neither of them belong to me. I came in that bitch with $0. If I leave with $0, I came with myself. I came up with what I had. It doesn't belong to me. And so I think going into situations in that way really fucking helps. It helps like crazy, because this shit ain't mine. So if I go to this interview and I really want this fucking job, no, I can believe it's for me, and I can be really, you know, hoping to get it. However, I don't need to make myself feel without if I don't, because it was never mine. It was never mine. Now you can say in manifestation, you can say, this is mine, this, I want this, I will have this, and that is true, that you can have what you want. But I also think you can have what you need. And I think in asking what you need and asking for what's truly for you, sometimes things are going to overlap. So you're going to say, I'm manifesting this job, I want it, it's mine, it's mine, it's mine. But also sit at your altar and tell your ancestors, you know, take what's not for me. That job doesn't go to you. You feel like manifestation doesn't work, but in reality, they took that shit because it wasn't for you. Clean up like my nose contour. I'm gonna clean up the contour on the cheek. Yeah. I'm gonna dust some of the way. I don't want any super harsh line. You see just like a lot of browns. Just something cute, simple for the girls for the summertime. But yeah, choosing yourself is crazy. It's like such a rewarding leap of faith, but it's very hard because, like I said at the beginning, fear of succeeding. Because I think when negative things are happening, but you can say it's like for a goal, they don't feel that bad. You know, you can justify things, and you can warp your perspective. But when something seems like it's, how do I say? If you reach the success point, even though I think success is again relative and can look many different ways, but you reach the success point and you have it. If anything bad happens after that, you feel like it's not for something. You can't justify it as easily as you can when you're like grinding it out. And so when you do little subtle things to keep yourself in the grinding mode, to keep yourself in the grinding place, in the hustle mode, you're keeping yourself in a certain area because it's easier for you. That's all it is. I'm here to be that bitch that's like, everything is your fault, you're the reason why shit isn't working. Bitch, some of us are black and gay and fat and poor. Okay, some shit be happening to us. However, I do think there are instances where you can look at yourself and say, you know, I ain't gonna lie, I've been kind of contributing to these negative outcomes. This Juvia's Place lash glue, let me tell you this, you know, shout out to Sergio. That was my bitch. Okay, that was my, let me not call it my bitch. Yeah, that was, we was real. Okay, and he put me onto this damn Juvia's Place lash glue, and he might tell me a joke, but he ain't never told me a lie. Okay, and I'm gonna be honest with y'all, I don't think I know. Oh no, I do know what lashes here. They're the INV Remy 3D Invisible Band. What's the name? KREIO1 Natural Fluffy. Girl, what happened to fashionista? Like, what happened to a regular name? Who's gonna remember that? I already forgot and I just said it. My booski. Set Me Free by Destiny's Child. I think you should listen to that. I think it is a sign. Listen to Free by Destiny's Child. By Freck. This shit is so damn good, okay? Now, just, you know, bear with me. A really meaningful song that I've listened to a lot is Wandering by Kehlani, with Audre and Thundercat. Such a good song. You can see Kehlani in the back. But yeah, it left me wondering. Butterfly. It's like this coral peachy. Ooh. I think we are all just trying. We all just trying. And I'm so, if ain't nobody told you, I'm so proud of you. I'm doing soft focus setting spray from Hourglass. I usually do this before I do like my mascara and stuff, but I got distracted. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna do LA Colors in Chocolate. I kind of want to do like concealer lips. This is Fenty. Not that it matters. I should have used that goddamn LA Color shit. Okay. I'm trying to decide on the Fenty Hot Chocolate or my Dior Lip Oil in Raspberry. I think maybe Hot Chocolate. You see how I went right into it? Yeah, that was the right choice. I feel like she looks gorgeous. Like, this face is giving. Okay, so I'm gonna go film a TikTok of my outfit, come back dressed, and then we're gonna close out the video with a bit of words. Face. These earrings are from Beauty Spy, and my necklaces are from By Lolita. But yeah, thanks for talking with me about life, about some real deep shit. You know, we're all just trying. Remember to be patient with yourself, and we'll talk about something new next week. Yeah. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Leave something in the comment section that you want to talk about, that you want to hear me talk about. Will I do something? I can do my hair, makeup, I don't know, knit a sweater, whatever. But yeah, thank you for watching, and remember, if everything must go, then go.